Gonky. You wanted to talk about keeping up relations. Yes, I know the finger.
Yeah, U.S. Air Force B-1 bombers on a mission over the Barents Sea got intercepted by a Mig-31. So it's not. I mean, we've been talking about, the ADAs and stuff, but it's not common, I guess, for them to come out and intercept us. But the Bone got intercepted. And I thought this article says a Mig-31, but I read another one. It was a flanker. Su-30.
I read Mig-31, but
really,
perhaps there's another one.
Yeah,
and the reason I'd read Mig-31 is because there was like a contingent article next to it, that was like Mig-31, the aircraft that the Russians just can't get rid of because they keep using it for everything.
Well, yeah, it's an insane interceptor, but yeah, it's kind of a short article, right? They launched a B-1, some tankers to get this thing over. And the Russians came out and intercepted it. But it's come back to, it's nothing new. I mean, we would do the same thing. And I think everybody's seen the flanker videos intercepting P8s and the close calls, the close calls that the fighter pilots are doing to the maritime guys. But I mean, I don't know, Mover. What do you think? I mean, the game, it's a cat and mouse game, right?
100%. 100%. I mean, this is just the way of.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you don't crash into them like they did the P3.
I think the bigger news story is the B-1 being there.
Yes and no. I mean, again, it's the game of cat and mouse, right? I mean,
yeah, projection of power.
I mean, it's 1v1.
They
right?
should have sent up like one of their B-1 ski.
Yeah.
And just they could fight it out.
One of my IPs at Vance was a B-1 guy. I think he said the G limit was like 3 Gs in the B-1. So it would be a very leisurely two-circle fight.
Much like us at our age, right?
Very gentlemanly.
Yeah,
like, all right,
exactly.
cool.
We're going one circle and it's 4 miles.
Now, what would have made this story headline worthy? Replace the 1 with a 2.
Yeah, I mean, if they could have done that, right? But going back to Let's Fight Them Out, that movie exists and it's a documentary with Clint Eastwood.
What?
Yeah.
Which movie?
Firefox.
Not a B-1 fighting a blackjack.
It's a Russian bomber-ish, fighter-ish bomber with rear-facing missiles fighting another fighter-ish bomber. Gentleman's agreement between the Americans and the Ruskies.
I would consider that more of an interceptor, wouldn't you?
It's a big airplane.
It is big, yeah.
It's a big airplane. I mean,
a lot. Man, a lot of the interceptors back then were big because they.
That is true. I am a Viper guy, so everything's a bomber to me. So,
dude, why are you hung up on size? Come on, man.
I'm trying to call it big. You're trying to call it small. You're going back to call it, so to speak.
You're so hung up on.
Right. We've off the rails we go. Yeah, I don't have anything else to add about that because
I just think, they write stories about it, I think, to try to like sensational. Look what Russia's doing, but it's like, well.
Let me ask you, since you've been in the situation, you're a B-1 guy. What are you thinking?
Well, being that it was a MiG-21 or sorry, 31 coming at you, I wouldn't be surprised if they knew.
They got to point out and they're like, hey, just maintain straight and level, It's all probably brief. They probably knew from the beginning, right? You'd think that.
And I didn't realize this, but they had the tankers with them and stuff. But apparently, the tanker radar can pick up fighter-sized targets.
Really?
I don't know what ranges. I was talking.
They have a TCAS. That's it. They don't have a radar, huh?
They do. They use a weather radar. I'm pretty sure I was talking with some KC-10 guys.
We're going to get a text from, I know exactly where we're going to get a text from that's going to explain it all to us here in a minute.
And yeah, because they were telling me about how gnarly the Prowler was. And I'm like, and they were talking about like the Prowler joint and how they, and I'm like, how could you guys see him? They're like, well, you could see him on radar. I'm like, you guys have a radar? Now maybe this is another sea snake. This might be another sea snake. This might be another sea snake.
Sounds like somebody's messing with Gonky.
Dang it, dude! I fall for it every time.
Yeah, damn it, Gonky.